So it looks like today we finally got some information on the upcoming DLC, which is going to be DLC 2, also known as Fallen Ghost. Now in this video we are going to be talking about a lot of information that was shared with us from the Ubisoft website as well as the Ubisoft blog. We're going to be talking a little bit about the storyline, a little bit about the new bosses, new weapons, the new factions that will be introduced, as well as some new mechanics and some new difficulty settings that will be added into the game after Fallen Ghost. So let's waste no time and let's get right into the story really quickly, just to give you guys a quick debrief on what that's going to be like. Now it says Fallen Ghost is a direct continuation of Ghost Recon Wildlands' main story. Following the fall of Santa Blanca cartel, the Unidad military force is having a hard time maintaining stability, causing our fictional Bolivia to descend into civil war. In a bid to restore order, they issue a call to arms. Anyone willing to help rebuild the country is welcome to join. This attracts the attention of rough sorts, disgraced special force squad, ex-cartel members, mercenaries, and criminals from right across South America, all after a chance to grab some sort of Santa Blanca's old infrastructure for their own gain. Now I know myself, right off the bat, we can tell that this is going to be so much better than Narco Roads. But of course, let's not judge it just yet. Let's continue on with the information. Now, of course, with new enemies making their way over from South America, we are going to be introduced with a brand new faction. That new faction is called Los Extranjeros, which if you translate that to English, it is called the Foreigners. Now, the Foreigners are going to be split into 4 separate classes. Now, I'm going to read to you what they had to say about the 4 separate classes. It says, Los Extranjeros come in 4 main types. Armored are equipped with heavy bulletproof plates, making them especially dangerous in close combat. Elite snipers have advanced movement detectors, allowing them to spot faraway targets and never miss a shot. Jammers have jamming equipment in their backpacks, letting them neutralize drones and interfere with electronic equipment. And the stealthy covert ops have a new prototype cloaking device that makes them almost invisible, plus a powerful crossbow. Now, I'm fully aware that these are going to be the group of people that are going to be whooping our ass basically, but they sound absolutely amazing. I mean, they sound super fucking cool. Now, as far as the armored elite snipers and the jammers go, we don't really know what they're going to look like, but the covert ops, we were actually shared a picture of what they look like. They look fucking sick. I'm going to show it to you in the background right now. They have some sort of like futuristic ghillie suit on, as well as the crossbow in hand. It honestly looks absolutely sick. Now, along with this, we will also be getting new bosses, new missions, and new challenges. We will be getting 15 new missions along with 4 new bosses, and those 4 new bosses will be spread out within 3 different regions. Now, one thing that I do want to point out that they said here is as with the main game, meaning that this is more than likely going to be like Narco Roads, and it's going to be separate from the vanilla version of Wildlands. And another thing that I also want to point out here is that they say either by controlling your AI squad alone or by joining up to 3 other players in co-op. So it looks like unlike Narco Roads, we will have our 3 AI ghosts with us. Now, one more thing that I want to add about the campaign missions that I thought was actually super interesting is they said the following in the blog. It says the campaign missions are necessarily tactical affairs set in areas of jungle and swampland, complete with a retooled weather system to make things a little more intense. Now, if done right, this can be absolutely cool, especially with the whole jungle and swampland theme going on. I can honestly see this being so amazing, especially with how much good work and detail they put into the vanilla game. Now, let's talk about the weapons that are going to be added in the game. Now, of course, it has been confirmed that we will be seeing the crossbow in Fallen Ghost. I know this is something that a lot of users were asking for, and it's finally in the game. I know that I'm one of the ones that are super excited to get my hands on this. Now, along with that, it says Fallen Ghost includes 25 weapons, including 6 new exclusive ones featuring assault rifles, sniper rifles, and even a crossbow that can be equipped with explosive arrows. Additionally, you will also be able to get more than 10 exclusive legendary versions. Now, one thing that I do want to point out with this is, if you remember with Narco Roads, we were promised a lot of new weapons, and it turns out that they weren't new weapons. They were actually reskins. Now, I'm not sure if this is what they meant here, but if you see here, it says 25 new weapons, including 6 new exclusive ones. So I'm assuming that there is only going to be 6 brand new weapons, and then the other 19 or 18, I don't know, I'm shit at math, but I'm assuming that those will be reskins. And of course, if you guys have played Wildlands, you're very familiar with the legendary versions, so we can expect 10 of those. Now, along with brand new weapons, we can also expect a new set of skills and extra level cap. Now, like I said before, it is indeed looking like you're going to have to make a brand new game in order to play Fallen Ghost, because they had to say say the following about the level cap. They said, you start Fallen Ghost with a new level 30 character with all of the main game skills already active. However, to help you fight this new deadly enemy, you'll be able to teach your ghost some new skills. To unlock them, the level cap will be raised to level 35. Here are some examples of skills you'll be able to use, with more of them coming in the final release. So right off the bat, we can tell that we will be starting a brand new game with a level 30 character that will be given to you. Now here we are shown some of the new skills that will be introduced with Fallen Ghost. We're looking at some of the drone skills right here, and it looks like we're going to be having Flash Drone, Attack Drone, and Drone Vengeance. Now it says, Flash Drone, transfer your drone into a mobile flashbang grenade that will repeatedly trigger blinding flashes. And that's alright, I guess. Attack Drone, attach a small caliber shooting device to your drone to transform it into a lethal flying weapon. I honestly have no idea how many times I've honestly wanted this. Hands down, the one that I'm most hyped for is Attack Drone, but Drone Vengeance, equip it with an explosive payload that will activate automatically when shot down by an enemy. I mean, I guess that's cool, but if you're kind of far away, it's kind of useless, but I don't know, I guess we'll have to see when that does come out. Now we also have some physical skills that were added. We were introduced here to two of them, which one of them is called Oxygen, the other one is called Reaction Marking. Oxygen says, improve your ability to swim underwater for a longer time, stay undetected, and find new stealthy ways to attack your enemies. Now with the swampland theme being introduced, I can see how swimming is going to be a big impact. Now of course in vanilla and in Narco Roads, we all know that swimming really wasn't even, I don't even think, actually now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever swam once in Wildlands, but hopefully with the introduction of Fallen Ghost, we will have to do a lot more swimming, so Oxygen will be very useful. Now Reaction Marking says, improve your senses and tag every enemy shooting at you. Now I feel like when this comes out, it's going to be a little OP, but I guess that's another thing that we're going to have to just wait and see. Now also for weapon skills, we were introduced to two of them, being Explosive Bolts and Fast Reload. Now Explosive Bolt says, equip your new crossbow with Explosive Bolts, more deadly, less silent. I mean, honestly, dude, I'm just hyped for the bow in general. Like, that shit is badass. Now for Fast Reload, increase your dexterity and reload your weapons faster. Now I feel like that's something that should have been in the game since vanilla, but I don't know, I guess that's another thing that we're just gonna have to wait and see. Now unfortunately, that was it for the skills that they shared with us, but like they said, there's going to be a lot more when Fallen Ghost actually does release, so that was kind of just like a little teaser. Now one thing that I did forget to mention about the side missions and the missions is that there will be 4 new side activities that will have an actual reward when you complete them all 100%. So it seems like they're finally adding a reward for all of you completionists out there. Honestly, I can say that I'm one of those, so I'm looking forward to that. Having something cool that you have a reason to go online and kind of show it off is kind of what I'm into, so this is something that I'm looking forward to a lot. Now, like I said in the start of the video, they were going to make a couple of changes to the actual difficulties. Now, they had to say the following. It says, advanced and expert difficulties have been tweaked to provide even more of a challenge. Players brave enough to turn off the HUD will now be faced with a super hardcore tactical experience that'll push the ghost to their limits. So I know a lot of you have been saying that, you know, the advanced difficulty and the expert difficulty were not hard enough. Well, it seems like they've actually bumped that up and gave it a little bit of a buff. And that's pretty much it for all the information that we were given today as far as Fallen Ghost goes. For season pass holders, you will be able to get your hands on Fallen Ghost May 30th. For all of you that wish to buy DLC separate, it will be available for separate purchase June 6th. But yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie, this was exactly what we needed right now. Hopefully a lot of you that were kind of drifting away from Wildlands start making your way back over here. I honestly knew that Narco Road was going to leave a bad taste in everybody's mouth, and honestly with Fallen Ghost, what I'm seeing so far, it's looking like this is what's gonna rekindle the community again. And then of course later on within the next few weeks or in the next few months, we will be seeing PvP. I know that some of you are against it and some of you want it, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this information. Are you guys hyped up for Fallen Ghost, and will you get your hands on it? And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for all types of Wildlands content. Thank you guys so much for the support lately, but I will see you guys in the next video.